Throughout the year, we have a lot of different jobs. In every job, I think, is this one the most important? But to be honest, there isn't a most important. They're all important to make up the season of farming. Right now, we start seeding. This season is important because without the seeds in the ground, nothing will grow. Without anything growing, there's nothing to harvest. So as we embark on this journey, we hope that the seeds we will sow will turn into good crops that we can harvest. What up, farm? So today is an exciting day because we've started seeding. We're into it. So we're planting some cereal right here. It's just for some sheep feed. It's going in dry. That's why it's pretty dusty. But yeah, it's doing a really good job. Right, so we've been sowing for a little bit. I think we're up to 16 hectares or something. I just thought I'd come back here and have a look in the box. Don't mind the little spill that I had. Yeah, that's all going out. It's going good. Let's keep going. So this is a classic thing for me to do at the start of the season. I was too worried about turning the paint on the new auto steer and getting that steering that I actually forgot to put it in the ground. And then when I did put it in the ground, I realized that I'd forgotten to turn the seat on. So we're turning around here and we're gonna try that pass again. Here we go, it's all going now. We're on our right pass, doing the right thing. Okay, so I've got some things from the last video to address that I forgot to address in the last video. So number one is Grant Yates from Southern Precision. You might be wondering why he didn't come up and put this system into this tractor. Well, that's because he didn't have time. But he did have time to post the wiring to me. And I was prepared to put it in myself. So this is not a lack of support. This is me not being organised and leaving it too late, and that forced me to do it myself. So definitely not a lack of support. Number two is this system, this screen steering. I have not changed any settings from what it recommended. I just got straight into it, and it's steering really well just from the factory settings. Like, I haven't fine-tuned it at all, and yeah, it's going really good. So that's that's a big plus. And finally, the third thing is that right down here we have our steering control module. Now I'm not sure if I put that in the last video or not, but anyway, this module came out of the Nitro, and it is all involved to make the steering work. So that's something that you have to change across, and I don't think I showed that. So anyway, when we want to put it back in the Nitro, we just undo these 4 bolts and 2 down the bottom, undo the plugs, and take this over and put it back on the wall of the Nitro and plug everything in. So yeah, that's what I had to address, and I hope that clears up any questions that you might have had. Alright, so I just did a pass along the trees here, finishing off the headlands, and look at this, we lost the pipe. I'm not too sure where it comes from, but I know that it's on this side. Here it is. Just there, to down there. There we go, it's back on. Alright, the first paddock of 2021's nearly done. Alright, so I've had a bit of a breakdown. I could see it happening, but could keep sewing with it like it is. But the only problem is I can't fold it up. So this thing here is meant to be straight. Normally it runs on an angle up like this, and then past that bolt it goes down again. But for whatever reason it has stayed down, and when I folded it up or something at some stage, it is slightly bent. So I've got the loader here. I had to walk home and get it. I'm going to pull it back and up a bit to see if I can get it to straighten out. Alright, so it's looking a fair bit better. I might just give it one more little tug. There we go, that's better. We'll pull this chain off, take the loader back, and then walk back out here. Walking back to the tractor. Looks like our fix worked pretty good. Alright, got the tractor back to the bins, and we've backed under the auger. Would you believe it or not, this was my first attempt. And it's a lot closer than I was expecting. So while I've been on the tractor here, I set up my Agfinity account for Ag Leader, with Ag Leader, I mean. And so that required me to hook up my phone wireless hotspot. And yeah, just one of the cool features is when it's hooked up to Agfinity, you get this you can have a like split screen, and one side you can actually have a Google Earth overlay underneath your coverage. So I showed you this with Doug when we installed it into the Nitro, but it's pretty cool that the coverage overlays on there. And yeah, I just think it's really cool. It'll be really handy. And yeah, you can see how much of a terrible paddock this is. There's just heaps of trees, dam. It's a little paddock. It's probably, I think it's 20 hectares, so it's not very big at all. And yeah, I'm about ready to be done with it. So this paddock here is a pretty special paddock for me. It's an absolute pain, but this paddock was the first paddock that I ever drove a tractor in. So let me just get this photo up. Yeah, you'll see it now. It is of a blue tractor, which is actually the tractor, the New Holland tractor that Willisdorf Baling has. You might have remembered from one of our videos way back. But this picture shows our small air seeder, which we took out north, which my tractor will tow this year, towed by the blue tractor, and me sitting in the driver's seat driving. I'm about 8 years of age, and the Coatesview cowboy, he's sitting next to me, instructing, probably doing most of the driving. I was just doing the steering, thinking that I was driving. And yeah, that was my first time I ever drove a tractor. Alright, so you may have noticed earlier that we didn't put any fertilizer in the box. We were only putting seed. And that's because we had already spread out fertilizer on those two paddocks. Because it's single super or super phosphate, it's better to spread it out if you can versus put it through your seeder. So we did that. We just picked it up from the local depot just around the corner. So we've got 2 more paddocks to do before we go out north. So right now I'm just heading around to the depot to go and pick up enough fertilizer to spread both, hopefully. Here we go on the weighbridge. Alright, we got our super, got our ticket, 4.76 tons. So we'll go and spread out, well, 1 paddock at least, and then we can start sowing. Alright, so I was just spreading along and I looked back and noticed that this chain that pushes the fertilizer out the back wasn't turning. So I thought I'd better hop out and have a look. And there's this row of shear bolts, I guess you'd call them, in here. And it's shorn all of them off. So that's why it wasn't turning. So we better go back to the house and fix it, I guess. Alright, so I took the spreader back to the house and had some tea, and we decided that we will fix the spreader tomorrow, but for tonight I'm just going to sow what I managed to get spread. So I've got 3 hectares done, and that means that I have got 15 hectares to go. She's fairly dusty. Gotta love a nice full dam. So we managed to get the spreader fixed. We replaced the bolts that were broken on the back, and it's going pretty well now. I finished the paddock back at home, and now I'm over at Christie's, and yeah, just got a few more passes, then we'll be done here. Dad's on the seeder at the moment, and yeah, I think I'll be swapping back on there in a minute. So we got finished at home, and now we're over here at Christie's sowing this paddock. Got a bit to go. Aglita's punching along, steering me straight. She's all going good. Alright guys, so we got finished sowing at Christie's, and now we're on the road heading out north. So this will be the end for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like it and subscribe to the channel, and yeah, thanks very much for the support and all the comments and everything. This channel wouldn't be anything without you guys, so yeah, I just want to say thank you very much. Rightio, we will see you in the next one.